Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy day 85. 85 days of this. I'm in shock. I cannot believe it. Oh, good morning, Christine. It went well for a first meeting of Stella and her cousin, the giant St. Bernard. It was okay. Stella was a little scared. Ginger was a little scared. Stella weighs 30 pounds. Ginger weighs around 100 pounds. So it was a little interesting, a little challenging, but we're gonna head back up that way on Friday so they can hang out a little bit again. But overall, it went really, really well. They were both extra tired last night. Thanks for asking, Christine. They'll be okay. It just takes a little bit of time. They're both strong, powerful lady dogs, and we're both trying to protect their owners, so it's all good. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. Lovely weekend of protests. Peaceful protests, I may add, which was wonderful to see. I was very moved by all of the people here in Philadelphia. So happy Monday. New day, new week, new life. Let's see what the Sacred Rebels have for us to start this week. I don't know what week number it is, but it's day 85. Day 85 of our card pulls, which is blowing my mind. So let's see some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance for the collective. Heidi, good morning. Something to unravel your brain. All right. All right, let's see what our Sacred Rebels have for us today. Some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance for the collective. Let's go this card right here. What do you feel? What do you feel? Let's see what the book has to say about what do you feel. We have the planet, looks like an orange and an apple. What do you feel? What do you feel? I'm feeling pretty good today. I feel very refreshed and renewed, as if there's been a little shift of energy or something. I don't feel a lot of heaviness today. I don't know about you all, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty, in the words of Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm, pretty good today. So what do you feel? There are many options around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path to be chosen, lived, and created only by you. Someone else cannot become the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussion for both of you in the long run. Oh, that is really, really, really good. It's your path and only your path. The oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. You have been thinking about which way to go with a matter of importance, and you've got a bit stuck in the logic of the decision-making process. Sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward and that it is not the best path. We can change our approach later on if needed. If we are slightly off base with a decision, life will often shift and move to guide us back on track. That's good. That is good. So really, what do you feel? What you feel is what you should be doing. And if you make a decision and you go one way and you're like, this doesn't feel good, you are a sovereign, independent being. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to move direction. You're allowed to go a different way. You are. Surprise. This is your reminder that you're an independent, sovereign being. You are in control of you. So what do you feel? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Sorry, I'm just checking all of the comments here. Thank you all for being here. Heidi, at least you were able to go to the beach. Sure, you may have had a tree, in your roof. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because of the tree. It just is a little funny. But at least you're at the beach and on a scooter, I think. So you got that going for you. All right, so we have what do you feel? What do you feel? What do you feel? Who cares what I feel? Who cares what Bob feels? Who cares what Susie feels? What do you feel? That's what we have to pay attention to. What do you feel is right for you? Yes, freedom of choice. And that's what we have to do. We all, that's just the human nature. We love to follow, and I've been thinking about this a lot. Not everybody is a leader and not everyone is supposed to be a leader, and some people do follow. But if you're following, you still get to choose what you're going to follow, which path you're going to take. So do what you feel. Do what you feel. Do what you feel. All right. What do the angels and ancestors have for us to go along with? Do what you feel. And it's such a good card for a Monday morning. A great way to start off the week. Let's all move through this week doing what we feel, what you feel, what I feel is right for us. Not for Bob and Susie, but for us. All right. Angels and ancestors, what do you have for us today? Knowledge, wisdom, and guidance for the collective. Let's go last card from the bottom of the deck. We have, the great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. The great teacher. A lot of Jesus energy in this card. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Jesus. Hi, Leslie. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you virtually. So we have the great teacher. Do what you feel. Do what you feel. And then the great teacher shows up. Learn from spiritual experiences. Let's see what the book has to say about the great teacher. Great teacher is probably also going to tell us to listen to the little voice inside. All right. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. Share what you feel with others. Maybe it will help others be able to connect with their own-ness, if you will, and be able to listen to their own voice inside. This card can represent a teacher in your life or a great teacher within. Either way, it shows you that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There's a great chance that if you've been having any challenges recently, you've summoned them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that are helping your spiritual connection. If you feel that you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card is confirming that these have indeed been holy experiences. So if you've been hearing those little voices, getting those little bits of knowledge, wisdom, guidance, downloads, if you will, that's the little voice letting you know to do what you feel and the great teacher within. Because ultimately you are your greatest teacher. You are the guru. I say this all the time. G-U-R-U. Guru. That's you. G-U-R-U. If you can go within and do what you feel, listen to that little voice inside, you'll start to realize that you are the great teacher. That the great teacher resides within you because you are part of everything. We're all part of everything. We're all part of the divine, infinite creative beings. Can we remember? Can we remember and claim our sovereignty and do what we actually feel? Do what we feel. Do what you feel is right. Turn your fucking news off and do what you feel. So we have do what you feel and the great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Let's see what the keepers of the light have for us. Some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance to keep us moving in this direction of doing what you feel and learn from your spiritual experiences. We have to go along with this beautiful pool this morning. Mary Magdalene, surprise, surprise. We've got the Jesus energy in Mary Magdalene. The teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow your inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Follow your inner call. What do you feel? Interesting that these two lovebirds popped out together. The great teacher and Mary Magdalene. Teacher awakens. Great teacher, teacher awakens. Maybe you're being pushed that there's a teacher residing within you. Maybe there's something inside of you that you can actually share with the world to have the world be a little more in touch with themselves. I was talking to my friend about this yesterday. That, all these things I do, the classes I teach, these card pulls, readings I do for people, life coaching, spirituality coaching that I do all of that not so I can say, hey, you should be like me, but to say, hey, you should be like you. And what do you want? What do you want? What do you feel? And I think that's where we get lost in today's culture and society with everything from religion to yoga to all of it. People try to be like their teacher. People try to follow along instead of saying, oh, right, all of these teachings are teaching me how to be a sovereign, independent being. And that's it. That's what we need to do. Yesterday I shared an Instagram story from my friend Gemma Hernandez, who's on my podcast. She's an amazing healer. And it was a little PSA, little public service announcement. And she said, it's the same public service announcement that I've been putting out for years. And it goes like this: it's time to wake the fuck up. And I was like, whoa, right to the point, right? And that's it. It's time to wake up. It's time for all of us to wake up and listen to what we feel. Connect. Let the teacher within you awaken. You are the great teacher. If you allow yourself. You don't have to be a leader. You don't have to be in charge, but you can think for yourself. You can make your own decisions. And if you don't feel right about something, you can say, hey, I don't enjoy this. I'm going to go over here and do it my way. You're allowed to do that. In case you forgot. Again, this is your reminder. You are a sovereign being. That means you are independent. You are creating everything. What are you going to create? Or are you not going to create and just follow along? It's scary, but once you start listening to that little voice inside, you find that power within. And you can keep moving forward. Let the teacher within awaken. So interesting that we get the great teacher and Mary Magdalene right back to back with one another. And both about being teachers. Sharing. All right, so our last energy for the day. Overall energy for the day to go along with what you feel. Great teacher and Mary Magdalene, the teacher awakens. Last card for the day, our overall energy. Let's see what we have for this beautiful Monday, for this beautiful week, starting fresh. We have the Thinking Man. The Thinking Man. This card comes up often. Look at that beautiful crystal the Thinking Man has in his hand. He's really thinking. He's thinking about, what do you feel? Let's see what our book has to say about the Thinking Man. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is a thoughtful and reflective man, representing the potential presence. This is great. This is so good. All right, I'm going to start again. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is a thoughtful and reflective man, representing the potential presence of a teacher. The teacher awakens. Great teacher, and now we have the Thinking Man, which again represents a teacher. This person may be there, or you may be there to educate you or others in the finer details of your chosen direction, and may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuit. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this card could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. Well, right, it is amazing how they all come together. So do what you feel really sums up everything. Everything you feel is inside of you. You are your best teacher. And if you didn't know you were a teacher, we've got the great teacher, Mary Magdalene Teacher Awakens, and the Thinking Man, all about being a teacher. So, you might not think you have anything to share, or you might not be able to teach anyone anything, but maybe it's just the way you live, leading by example. The teacher's awakened. What do you feel? What do you feel? Can you feel and share and lead by example and realize that the teacher within you is teaching you something, is waking you up so you can share with the world, share with your friends, share with your family, maybe share with no one. Maybe just use it so you can wake the fuck up and realize that you are a sovereign being. Great cards. Great cards today to start the week out. Feeling very inspired. I freaking love you guys. So, let the teacher come through. Listen to the little voice inside. I'll be back again tomorrow doing this all over again. I think Philadelphia is almost yellow. We're still red, but we're almost yellow. And hopefully we all don't go back to sleep. Hopefully everything that happened this last week was not just a little social media trending, let's protest and do all of that stuff. May we all stay awake and keep staying awake and don't go back to sleep. Listen to the little voice inside and stay awake. Stay aware. And do what you can to inspire others to realize that they are their own teacher as well. Have a great day. Go outside. It's going to be beautiful. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. I fucking love you guys. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't pick your nose. But why would you pick your nose? And I'll see you right here tomorrow morning. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys.